Look for the answers to these questions in this reading. What were the fireworks Kirsty remembered? Why was Kirsty upset when she and her mother returned from shopping? What was Ellen's solution to this problem? And why was the Tivoli Gardens important to the Danes of Copenhagen? Alone in the apartment while Mama was out shopping with Kirsty, Anna Marie and Ellen were sprawled on the living room floor playing with paper dolls. They had cut the dolls from Mama's magazines, old ones she had saved from past years. The paper ladies had old-fashioned hairstyles and clothes, and the girls had given them names from Mama's very favorite book. Mama had told Anna Marie and Ellen the entire story of Gone with the Wind, and the girls thought it was much more interesting and romantic than the kings and queens that Kirsty so loved. Come, Melanie, Anna Marie said, walking her dog across her doll across the edge of the rug. Let's dress for the ball. All right, Scarlett, I'm coming, Ellen replied in a sophisticated voice. She was a talented performer. She often played the leading roles in school dramatics. Games of the imagination were always fun when Ellen played. The door opened and Kirsty stomped in, her face tear-stained and glowering. Mama followed her with an exasperated look and set a package down on the table. I won't, Kirsty sputtered. I won't ever wear them. Not if you chain me in a prison and beat me with sticks. Anna-Marie giggled and looked questioningly at her mother. Mrs. Johansen sighed. I bought Kirsty some new shoes, she explained. She's outgrown her old ones. Goodness, Kirsty, Ellen said. I wish my mother would get me some new shoes. I love new things, and it's so hard to find them in the stores. Not if you go to a fish store, Kirsty bellowed. But most mothers wouldn't make their daughters wear ugly fish shoes. Kirsten, Mother said soothingly, you know it wasn't a fish store, and we were lucky to find shoes at all. Kirsty sniffed. Show them, she commanded. Show Anna Marie and Ellen how ugly they are. Mama opened the package and took out a pair of little girl shoes. She held them up and Kirsty looked away in disgust. You know, there's no leather anymore, Mama explained, but they found a way to make shoes out of fish skin. I don't think these are too ugly. Anna Marie and Ellen looked at the fish skin shoes. Anna Marie took one in her hand and examined it. It was odd looking, the fish scales were visible, but it was a shoe, and her sister needed shoes. It's not so bad, Kirsty, she said, lying a little. Ellen turned the other one over in her hand. You know, she said, it's only the color that's ugly. Green! Kirsty wailed. I'll never, ever wear green shoes. In our apartment, Ellen told her, my father has a jar of black ink. Would you like these shoes better if they were black? Kirsty frowned. Maybe I would, she said finally. Well then, Ellen told her, tonight, if your mamma doesn't mind, I'll take the shoes home and ask my father to make it black for you with his ink. Mamma laughed. I think that would be a fine improvement. What do you think, Kirsty? Kirsty pondered. Could he make them shiny? She asked. I want them shiny. Ellen nodded. I think he could. I think they'll be quite pretty, black and shiny. Kirsty nodded. All right then, she said, but you mustn't tell anyone that they are fish. I don't want anyone to know. She took her new shoes, holding them disdainfully, and put them on a chair. Then she looked with interest at the paper dolls. Can I play too? Kirsty asked. Can I have a doll? She squatted beside Anna Marie and Ellen on the floor. Sometimes Anna Marie thought Kirsty was such a pest, always butting in, but the apartment was small. There was no other place for Kirsty to play, and if they told her to go away, Mamma would scold. "Here," Anna Marie said, and handed her sister a cut-out little girl doll. "We're playing Gone with the Wind. Melanie and Scarlett are going to a ball. You can be Bonnie. She's Scarlett's daughter." Kirsty danced her doll up and down happily. "I'm going to the ball," she announced in a high pretend voice. Ellen giggled. "A little girl wouldn't go to a ball. Let's make them go someplace else. Let's make them go to Tivoli." "Tivoli?" Anna-Marie began to laugh. "That's in Copenhagen. Gone with the Wind is in America." "Tivoli, Tivoli, Tivoli," little Kirsty sang, twirling her doll in a circle. "It doesn't matter, because it's only a game anyway," Ellen pointed out. "Tivoli can be over there, by that chair. Come, Scarlett," she said, using her doll voice. "We shall go to Tivoli to dance and watch the fireworks, and maybe there'll be some handsome men there. Bring your silly daughter, Bonnie, and she can ride on the carousel." Anna Marie grinned and walked her Scarlett toward the chair that Ellen had designated as Tivoli. She loved the Tivoli gardens. In the heart of Copenhagen, her parents had taken her there often, when she was a little girl. She remembered the music and the brightly colored lights, the carousel and the ice cream, especially the magnificent fireworks in the evenings, the huge colored splashes and bursts of light in the evening sky. "I remember the fireworks best of all," she commented to Ellen. "Me too," Kirsty said. "I remember the fireworks." "Silly!" Anna Marie scoffed. "You never saw the fireworks. Tivoli Gardens was closed now. The German occupation forces had burnt part of it, perhaps as a way of punishing the fun-loving Danes for their light-hearted pleasures." Kirsty drew herself up in her small shoulders stiff. "I did too," she said belligerently. "It was my birthday. I woke up in the night and I could hear the booms, and there were lights in the sky. Mamma said it was fireworks for my birthday." Then Anna Marie remembered Kirsty's birthday was late in August, and that night, only a month before, she too had been awakened and frightened by the sound of explosions. Kirsty was right. The sky in the southeast had been ablaze, and Mamma had comforted her by calling it a birthday celebration. "Imagine such fireworks for a little girl 5 years old," Mamma had said, sitting on their bed holding the dark curtain aside to look through the window at the lighted sky. The next evening's newspaper had told the sad truth. The Danes had destroyed their own naval fleet, blowing up the vessels one by one as the Germans approached to take over the ships for their own use. Did you find the answers to these questions? Number 1. What were the fireworks Kirsty remembered? Well, surely they weren't fireworks, but they were the explosions of the Danes that were destroying their own ships. Number 2. Why was Kirsty upset when she and her mother returned from shopping? Well, she was unfortunate enough to receive new shoes. She's very grateful for them, clearly, because her shoes were made out of fish skin. Okay, you. And then I would like you guys to draw what you think her shoes looked like and send them to me on Edmodo as well, okay? And then question number 3, what was Ellen's solution to the problem? She said that she'll get black ink and paint them black. And then number 4, why was the Tivoli Gardens important to the Danes of Copenhagen? because that's where they had fun and they relaxed. It was a, a place of joy. So when it was destroyed, it basically took away their joy.